What is up YouTube, it's Kingfisher745, and in this video, we're going to be doing our Baron Mordo Arcane Lockboxes opening. But what's this about being unlocked? We know better than to think positively. Alright, that's better. Alright, well we do have 120 lockboxes, so we'll be able to get 4 duplicates, and still end up with a new character. So we'll just have to hope for some luck, and we should have a decent chance. Alright, so here goes our first 10 times. And of course it's going to be a new cover. There's nothing to duplicate. And so we get Baron Mordo, 1 of 8. Alright, so there's a new system now. They're going to tell you which numbered slot you have as far as the comic cover. Which I kind of like. And actually, it did look like it was going to be one of his first appearances. So even just judging from the artwork, I figured that's going to be around number 1. It looks like Strange Tales or Doctor Strange Volume 1, number 160. And that would be an awesome comic to own. That actually wasn't his first appearance though, by the way. It did say back again, so that kind of had me wondering. But for our second opening, we get another new cover. Baron Mordo, 5 of 8. We're on a serious roll here, 2 in a row. And that's probably better than some of my other openings. This cover is Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme Volume 1, number 22. And it looks like Baron Mordo put graffiti over Doctor Strange's name, so that's not cool. There's probably going to be a turf war later. But anyways, on to our next 10 times opening. It looks like it's going to be yet another new cover. Baron Mordo, 7 of 8. And at this point, I don't see why we just can't get 8 in a row and call it a day. But there it is, Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme Volume 1, number 86. And on this cover, he seems way too happy about that person being injured or dead. But, we will take pretty much just about anyone on this shield team. Now on to our next new cover, and it is new. It's going to be Baron Mordo, 6 of 8. This has been the best opening we've had in a very long time. Oh, and this cover looks like it directly follows the other one because Doctor Strange is extremely upset. But wait a second. It's actually the cover before this. I guess it is the post-Tag War cover though. So yeah, you can do a lot of terrible things, but do not write your name over Doctor Strange's. And we do get that same cover right after it. The good news is though, we get a Sinister Scepter, and it's a 305 version. So I'm actually not upset with this opening at all. I'll gladly take a duplicate to upgrade my Sinister Scepter, which may come in very handy later. But either way, let's end that duplicate streak. Okay, we get the same cover 3 times in a row. So at this point, I am contemplating getting that issue, and then burning it. But if I do that, I will film it at least. Alright, come on, no whammies. And it is a new cover. It looks similar maybe to the first one, but it's Baron Mordo, 4 of 8. So let's take a quick look at that one, and it's Strange Tales Volume 1, number 187. This is a really cool cover, maybe my favorite of the group. I'm definitely going to look up how much this one goes for. But quickly moving on to another 10 times opening. We're getting close to unlocking Baron Mordo. Can it happen? I'm still a little bit pessimistic. But we get Baron Mordo 8 of 8, so it's looking up from here. That means we now have 6 of 8, and this one's Doctor Strange Volume 1, number 87. So we have 4 more 10 times opening left, and we can get 2 duplicates. Come on, we need this new cover. Okay, we get a CP, the Sinister Scepter, which we don't need another one of. And of course, a duplicate cover. Alright, we don't have much of a cushion left, only 1 more dupe, or else we're not getting them yet. So we open up 10 times more, and I really don't want it to be a duplicate. Okay, it's a new cover. It's going to be Baron Mordo, 3 of 8. This one also appears to have Dormammu on the cover. And yes, it definitely does. So that's another really cool one that we may look into getting. Now I'm going to feel pretty stupid if these are extremely expensive. because there's no way I could afford them. Alright, we only need one more, and I don't want to dupe because that would be too much pressure on the last opening, so let's get that 8th cover right now. And it looks like it's going to be a brand new cover. So we actually got Baron Mordo. The last one we needed was Baron Mordo 2 of 8, and we'll take a close-up look right after his recruitment. A pretty cool animation, and now we have every hero in the game once again. Oh, that's right, we did get Spitfire, by the way. And I'll finish that task list in her recruitment video very soon. So I've been asked to assist you, Agent. Let it be known that I do this reluctantly and with deep resentment. With that out of the way, let us proceed. Okay, noted. And now let's go ahead and check out that final cover. Well, let's just look at a brief overview of them, since we've seen them and they're pretty recent in our memory, except for that final one. We're just going to jump into his story, then take a look at him in PvE. Oh, it's you, the well-renowned Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Do you wish to hear me say that I have had a change of heart? That I have seen the error of my ways? That with my death at the hands of the dread Dormammu, and my experience in the hellish afterlife that I wrought for myself, I am now a changed man? Wouldn't we both know that I was lying if I said as such? To be honest, shouldn't you be questioning your own allies? After all, not many call themselves allies to the daughter of Mephisto, or a god of lies. Well, he has a good point there. Sometimes I wonder who is truly the evil one here, don't you? Don't worry, Agent. As long as Strange keeps me on a short leash, I cannot harm you. I didn't ask to be resurrected, but who am I to reject such a gift? But to be freed from eternal torment? Then I will help you. After all, our goals appear to be the same, for now. But know this, no one controls the great Baron Mordo. Not Dormammu, not Umar, and certainly not Stephen Strange. You know what? I respect this guy. That was a pretty awesome storyline. Now moving on to checking him out in PvE. Unfortunately, it's only going to be at level 1. And that's because A-Bomb was training to level 9. Plus, someone was going to level 15 in the other slot. So yeah, we're going to do our best, but we will show him with Spitfire, who also needs to train. With one ability, it won't be incredibly exciting, but just know that I'm going to level them as fast as I can. An A-Bomb PvP video is going to come very soon, and then they'll be next to follow. Now of course Spitfire gets to begin, and she's going to use her Fiery Fist, which does trigger the Relentless Rapier. By the way, I have no idea why Baron Mordo is cut off here. It just happened to be the way my recording program recorded it. But you can see him on the screen, so there's no doubt he's in the fight. Anyways though, we're going to cut through these guys as quickly as we can. And the Blade of the Guardian, in the process, will help us gain some Finest Hour buffs. We're also going to get a Grace Note preemptive counter, and that does finish the bottom behemoth. Now with Mordo, we have the Bolts of Balthak, and it does do a nice hit. Remember, that's coming from a level 1. So yeah, that's a really impressive attack, especially on a level 1 ability. And we'll be seeing a lot more of that, and I'm guessing some major damage numbers. Spitfire, of course, is great at causing follow-up attacks. And once we use her last ability, you see that "We Will Win" pops up. Unfortunately, in this case, she ends up taking down the behemoth by herself. But hopefully in this next wave, we do get to see her together passive proc. So we begin with a Fiery Fist, and then of course we get a follow-up Fiery Fist. Now my agent's going to join in, and so does Baron Mordo. So yeah, just imagine that in PvP. That would be devastating on the enemy team. Then once again, we're going to get our Fiery Fist, our Scrapper follow-up, and our agent and Baron Mordo is going to jump in. So even though that was both of these characters at level 1, I think that actually showed them off quite nicely. And that is going to be it for our first look at Baron Mordo, the lockbox opening, his collection, and his recruitment. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I wish you the best of luck in getting him as well. Lastly, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like and a comment. Then until next time, good luck and take care.